Hi friends, as promised I'm back with the video session on mirroring. With this session we'll try and understand how to configure mirroring and what mirroring can do for us and how far high availability can be achieved using the mirroring option. Mirroring is one of the most widely used high availability solutions after clustering. It is a very effective failover option at the database level. It provides this facility without creating any SQL agent jobs or backup files, unlike log shipping. Hence, it is often referred as a real-time log shipping solution. To understand how mirroring provides this synchronization and automatic failovers, let's understand how it works. So whenever a user makes any changes on the database, the changes are not written immediately onto the database. The change is written to the database's log buffer, a special location in memory. This soft written data is then very soon written to the log from this log buffer to transaction log on disk. This process is called hardening. In mirroring, there are two servers actually which keep the copy of a database which is configured for mirroring. The servers are referred as partners and the databases are referred as principal and the mirrored database. Unlike log shipping, in mirroring the log buffer is copied from the principal to the mirrored server and then replayed there. So for configuring mirroring, there are few prerequisites that we need to be aware of. The first is the recovery model for the principal database. The database which we are configuring for mirroring should be as full, and the mirrored database which will be initialized on the secondary server or the partner server should be in no recovery mode. Additionally, the mirror database will have to be of the same name as that of the principal database. Now, while configuring mirroring, uh, this is the database principal database that will be used for today's session for mirroring. So I just want to show, while configuring mirroring we have three operating modes available. That is high performance asynchronous mode, the first one. The first is on the high performance asynchronous mode. In this mode, whenever there is a change in the principal database and the changes are written on the log buffer of the principal database, the same log buffer is copied to the mirror database. But the principal database doesn't wait for the acknowledgement from the mirror DB confirming that the passed on changes have been replayed successfully on the mirror DB. So the process is faster but not very safe, as the database could go out of sync. Additionally, this option doesn't need a third witness server uh, which will be used for monitoring. This doesn't need a third witness server, as this is not an automatic failover option. The second one is high safety without automatic failover synchronous. So this in this mode, the principal database waits for an acknowledgement from the mirror database for each of the changes that are passed on in the form of the log buffers. Hence, there is an extra effort to keep both the partners in sync uh, by the SQL server. This may take, hence, any transaction taking place on the principal database will take a little longer for if it's configured for mirroring with this option, that is high safety without automatic failovers option. The third and the last mode is high safety with automatic failovers. The last option uses the synchronous mode along with the third witness server for automatic failovers. In this mode, the SQL server also confirms the acknowledgement and keeps both the partners in sync. And additionally, it also has a third it has a third server as a witness. As I have demonstrated in this diagram, there is a principal database and a mirror database on which mirroring is happening, and there is a witness database which actually keeps check on the health of both the servers. So in the event the witness server keeps monitoring the health of the principal and the mirror database, and in the event of any when the principal server goes down, the witness server automatically gives an intimation and switches the mirroring database into a principal one. With respect to high availability, it's really critical for the database to be alive and active, and in the event of failover, the option 3 provides the quickest failover, as there is no manual intervention required for switching into from the principal to a mirror database and keep make it alive. So let's configure mirroring today with high safety and automatic failovers option. So for this we'll use the mirror demo database as the principal one. The mirror demo database, I'll be using three servers. For the primary server will be this one having the mirror demo database, and the secondary instance where the mirror database will be kept, and third instance will be used as the witness server for automatic failovers. We'll see how automatic failovers happen. So the mirror demo database is in the full recovery model is full, and the table, there is a table called sales. Let's see the contents of the sales table. Sales table has around 5 record sets for the items and the quantity and price. So the first step for configuring mirroring is to take a backup. So let's take a full backup for this database. I'll choose to take a compressed backup. Right, so that's done. The next step is to restore this database on the secondary instance where we want the mirror database to be kept. So we shall restore it on my secondary instance. While restoring, it's important to note that we'll have to restore it on the no recovery mode. So let's restore it on the no recovery mode. Right, as we can see, it's in the restoring state. So step 1 for mirroring is complete. So now let's start configuring the mirroring option. So this will the properties database mirroring option, let's configure the security. So this asks us whether we need a witness server instance. We shall say yes, as we are having a third instance which will be acting as the witness for automatic failovers. So this is the principal server instance and the database. Next is a secondary instance. Let's keep it connected, and the next is the third instance which will act as the witness. So this is the witness server instance. So all of these actually do not need any SQL agent job or anything. They simply keep in touch, I mean interact with each other through listener ports. So they have distinct listener ports during the configuration time. So let's move on. Since we are using the default, I'm using the default accounts, so I'll not be entering any accounts for all of them. And that's done, all it's configured. So we can start saying we can start the mirroring. See, the TCP port endpoint will be as defined here, so we can start mirroring. Say yes.